Hey guys, and welcome to another polymer clay tutorial. Today we are going to create this tiny cute scenery from the game New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Deluxe for Switch. And when finished we will put the whole creation into this frame. And suddenly you realize that I haven't created any Mario on my channel. I can't believe it. My apologies for this huge gaming character. It is my favorite gaming character. And well, this is a new game, not really a new game. It came out for the Wii U and now it's just a few days out on the Switch. I'm really disappointed that it's still that expensive, although it's an old game for a new console, but nevertheless this is a great game. I enjoyed playing it a lot on Wii U and now, well, I really thought about buying it for the Switch. Let's create this unique scenery for our Super Mario. And I took this scenery from the very first level. You can also see the squirrel, the flying squirrel head he's wearing right now. This is just a screenshot from a replay I found on YouTube, and I don't really want to create Mario this way with the squirrel cap. This is why I will just create a regular Mario. Well, it's the first time Mario comes to this channel, so it should be the regular blue-red suit he's wearing all the time. But after that, after this tutorial, I'm open for almost everything. For every Mario different cap he could wear and what he should look like. I think there are so many different caps and suits out there right now. Yeah, it's a bit too much. So we start. Let's talk about the creation. I'm cleaning my hands, and you have seen how I created this layer. It looks like a cake. This is what I love about the Mario games. Somehow the scenery and the levels all look like as if you could eat them. It's so delicious. Yeah, also this grass. It's not really grass, it's plant. And this is the technique I used for creating these plants. Well, the problem is now all the details are missing and we have to create them with the scalpel afterwards. And now let's put this tribe of plants onto this level stage. Yeah, is it called level stage? Not sure. Also another thin layer of green clay on top, and I wanted to add some further leaves for, well, that it just looks a bit 3D and not only the leaves I draw with my scalpel. For the other stages and the background I use bright blue, white and gray. This is the bright blue you get in the natural color set in my online store, ClayClaim.com, and I have used this color so much lately also for a lot of Fortnite creations, especially the ones where is a lot of ice and snow landscapes. Yeah. These background stages all have a pattern. It looks a bit brickish. And I try to get this shape as accurate as possible. I couldn't believe it. This creation, it took me 7 hours to create and another 4 hours for all the video editing and that stuff. And I hadn't expected this video to be that long. This is why it is almost 2 AM right now. And I really want to get this video out today because I'm really looking forward to reading all your comments about this creation. If you like it, it's the first of its kind. creating a level from a popular video game and also putting it into the frame, of course. So, if you have an opinion on this creation, please leave it in the comments. Really looking forward to read them. So, let's place them all onto this wooden plank, because, well, all these pieces are a bit too big for my plate, for the blue plate I'm normally using. Let's add some more dirt to this wall. Yeah, it looks like the one in the game. And let's cut it out as well. And then we can go on and attach it to our creation. My little brother and I, Daniel, we saved money for such a long time when we were children just to buy an N64, and we were so excited when we finally had all the money, and our parents also gave us some further money so that we could finally go to the store and buy it with this game with Super Mario 64. And this was such an incredible experience as a child. And this is why till today I'm stuck with Super Mario. It's really a hero of my childhood. You always say it this way, but it's really true. Well, you spend so much time, all the time you were allowed to play the console, and also the time you were not allowed, but you played secretly. And you shared so much great levels and great exploration days just playing these games. And I really hope that today's games also give today's younger generations of Mario players the same feeling I got from Super Mario 64. I really hope so, because it was so remarkable. Maybe you have already noticed that for the last weeks I tried to alternate the content on my channel. There is a Fortnite video and the next week there is a different game. And I really love creating the Fortnite creations because this game has so much creativity and so much stuff you can create from clay. But for some of you who don't like Fortnite, I think this alternating is really nice, so that you also see some other clay creations on my channel as well. Especially creations like this one from the Super Mario world are just so great to create if you think about starting to create with clay, because all the colors are so bright and happy, and you don't really have to do a lot of mixing, because most of the colors matches the ones which you can buy. The bright yellow, for example. This orange, well, I made it a little bit softer, because the orange you can buy was a bit too strong. So in regular, when you want to soften a color, that it isn't that strong, just throw in some ochre or some white, and you get a pretty nice and soft color, which isn't too strong. This is apple green. I think it's called apple green. No, this is tropical green. The brighter one is apple green. The shoes are a bit darker. This is why I decided to go with this color. Yeah, this was really difficult to create. This tiny Cooper. I remember the Cooper in the game Super Mario 64. You had to win a race against this guy, and he was really slow running, so it was possible to just compete and win against this guy by just running right next to him to the top of the mountain where was the goal, and you would get a star for winning against this Cooper. But there were so many hidden secret ways you could explore in this very first level, and when you just took any secret door, for example, to get to the top even quicker. Cooper would say that you cheated and that you haven't won the race. These other coins, I mixed gold, the golden clay, and also yellow. Well, you can also just go with yellow clay, but if you want to make them a little bit more shiny, you just go with some golden clay. This is the regular Mario in his blue-red suit, and I want to go with this one, not with this one, with a squirrel head. Because, well, it's the first time me creating Mario on this channel. I have created a Mario before, and you will see him at the end of this video. Yeah, well, this is nice to show him, finally. The tiny boots from Mario. It's really nice to work on this pane of glass, because you can change the size of your reference image, for example. Well, but there is one problem when working on the tablet, for example. It gets really hot over time, and also the pane gets really hot, so you have to hurry up a little bit. This is frustrating, because the clay is not that good for cutting, because it's really getting soft and warm. Yeah, so this is why I hurried up as well, creating Mario. I'm still not sure if I succeeded in creating Mario's face. Oh no! Let's give him his head, his unique head. The last detail, and the tiny little M, of course. Place it onto the cap, and now we can also place Mario onto this wooden plank. This looks nice. Maybe let's put a coin flipping outside, or on the left box, or on the right. No, I remember inside this question mark box is this, the squirrel, flying squirrel nut head. What's it called? Cap? Yeah, probably cap. Yeah, I screwed up on the other one. And now there are two tiny flowers. I think even in the very first Super Mario game on the old Game Boy, you can see in museums. Inside these levels there are flowers. So this is typical for Super Mario games. This is the flying squirrel, and I wanted to include him as well, because he is standing on the upper platform, and when you enter the scene, he's just jumping and flying. Now the ears, the two eyes, putting in the iris. It looks so funny. The two teeth and the red nose, and this one is finished, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked scenery or stage from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Boy, this title sucks. It's just too long. They should have invented another name for that. Now let's focus on the Cooper. He gets some iris and also the pattern inside the turtle back. With a pen I can be way more accurate. You have seen this progress already on Instagram. If you don't want to miss the progress I'm making on my projects, just follow ClayClaim on Instagram. This is some video editing, haven't done that before in video, because we have to get rid of all the different elements so that we can print it out and use it as the base layer. And now we can glue all the pieces onto our printing. What I hope for is to get a really nice and deep perspective for this scenery. This is the tiny bridge the Cooper is walking over. And now the two boxes. The question mark should be a bit crooked because, well, this icon, this squirrel head is popping out. The coins as well. Cooper is glued onto his bridge. And now we can also place the two flowers in the corner. And I thought it would be nice to get even more deeper perspective for the trees and for the leaves. And I used this technique. It came to my mind because my father is cutting out paper stuff just like that. My parents are running a paper theater. Probably you haven't heard about that. You should Google it, paper theater. And well, sometimes it's really great to see which techniques they are using to tell their stories on this tiny stage, just with paper. And I can use some of the techniques as well for my creations. Now, let's first put two stripes to the side to fix our creation right in the middle where it should be. And now we can build together and assemble the frame. Oh, I'm so excited to see it inside the frame. Let's close it. There is one more thing missing. The clock. Well, typically you also get the counter for all the points you get, but I decided not to go with it. I also left out the coin counter, that it's not too much on the glass pane. Well, let's place it right there. I'm so excited, guys. I guess that's it! New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe in the frame! Now that the tutorial is over, I'm really curious if you like the new idea of using the frame for the scenery. We can also take other games. Maybe you have some ideas, leave it in the comments down below. So it's not only for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for Switch. Is it really the title for this game? Can't believe it. I guess that's it for today. Have a great weekend. Take care, guys. Bye! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Oh, by the way, I created this Super Mario right on the day where I started the channel, but I screwed up recording, so this guy never made it to the channel, but I wanted to show him anyway.